The Scum Villain Self-Saving System is a MOCN novel. This is an audiobook made by fans for other fans. Disclaimer. The main couple of the story is made up of two men. If you don't like it, don't listen. Thank you. Remember, subscribe and click the bell to stay updated on all the new releases. Enjoy. Chapter 5. Ever since Shen Qingkai woke up from that high fever that emerged out of nowhere, Yu Qingyuan had come by to visit him several times during these days of recuperation. Touted as the world's #1 cultivation sect's main faction head, the things he must take care of were complex and many. Yet he still had the time to take this junior martial brother's matters to heart. Shen Qingkai almost felt moved. Perhaps the original would still be able to betray this kind of person without regret or mercy, showing just how much of a scumbag he was. Yu Qingyuan carried a snowy white porcelain tea set inside Shen Qingkai's bamboo house, his eyes brimming with concern. How is Junior Martial Brother's body after recuperating these days? Shen Qingkai lightly waved his fan, integrating well into this atmosphere of brotherly affection. Qingkai has never had any problems. I've made Senior Martial Brother worry again. Yu Qingyuan, that means Martial Brother is ready to go down the mountain. Is there anything you need? The hand that was holding the fan wavered. Down the mountain. Yu Qingyuan said, did Martial Brother's illness this time make you forget? Didn't you tell me at that time that you would deal with the problem at Zhuanghu City, using it as an opportunity for your disciples to gain experience? So it was a problem passed down by the original goods. Shen Qingkai truly wanted to find an excuse to avoid this problem. He still hadn't completely familiarized himself with his spiritual power and techniques. How could he bring his disciples to gain experience like this? But he hadn't even thickened his skin enough to say that his body wasn't well enough to go when an alert sounded next to his ear. The system coldly announced.
Beginning stage checkpoint mission assigned. Destination, Zhuanghu City. Mission, finish disciples experience opportunity. Please click to accept.
So this was the mission required to transition from the beginning stage to the next. It seemed that he had no choice but to go. Shen Qingkai wanted to ask how he was supposed to accept when he was immediately confronted with the mission profile and two selections at the bottom. On the left was accept and on the right side decline. He paused over the accept option for a while. It gradually turned green and a ding sounded. The system announced,
Mission successfully accepted. Please read the file carefully for mission details and make appropriate preparations. We wish you success.
Shen Qingkai turned back towards Yu Qingyuan and said, I remember, naturally. It's just that these days I've been lazy and almost forgotten about this matter. I'll depart soon. Yu Qingyuan nodded, if it is inconvenient for you, please don't be courteous. Getting your disciples to gain experience isn't something that needs to be hurried. Actually, you don't even need to supervise them yourself. Shen Qingkai smiled but in his heart complained, Senior Martial Brother, you. Don't you know you're exactly like that mission-giving NPC? It had been mentioned by the original Shen Qingkai in the novel that he passed all his matters to Ming Fan to carry out, no matter how big or small. As long as it wasn't related to the protagonist, this child's efficiency and intelligence were high. On the second day, Shen Qingkai was already able to set out. Before leaving Qingjing Peak, Shen Qingkai inspected his image again. He was dressed in white robes with a blue waistband and belt, a sword hanging at the left side of his waist while his right hand held a fan. He was exactly the picture of refined and tasteful elegance. Absolutely not OOC, perfect. The white stone steps leading down to the mountain gate were hundreds of steps long. At the foot of the stairs were a horse-drawn carriage prepared for Shen Qingkai and many riding horses for his disciples. Shen Qingkai, system, are you teasing me? If it's for a cultivation setting, why aren't we using flying swords to move out? The system coldly replied,
even if it is in a world with a setting like Harry Potter, not every wizard would go outside riding a broom. Too high profile.
Shen Qingkai, you seem to know a lot about this. In the past, were you assigned to Harry Potter's world? The system responded with a big line of
NDA.
Ever since the system was in service for so many years, Shen Qingkai was the first person to pull off this kind of bullshit. However, after thinking it over, the system was right. This time they were going down the mountain for experience. These disciples were mostly young and inexperienced. They hadn't found their own sword yet. From the very beginning under Kangkaian Mountain Sect's guidance, the disciples must cultivate to a certain stage before they could enter the central area of the 12 peaks to pick a sword suitable for them. It's said that a person chooses the sword, but in reality, it was the sword who chose the person. If a person completely didn't have any sort of talent but persisted in stubbornly taking a top-grade heaven and earth spiritual power condensation sort of technique, not only was it like a beautiful woman getting hitched with someone ugly, it was also tantamount to a beautiful flower being inserted into cow dung. Think about it. Even if the desire was there, the sword might not agree. Luo Binghe's golden finger started coming into play when he found his own unique sword XINMO. Shen Qingkai entered the horse carriage. The carriage's exterior was generous without being ornate. Inside it was spacious enough to lounge comfortably with a fragrant little incense burner lazily wisping smoke. After sitting for a moment, he felt there was something wrong. He lifted the window curtain with his fan and looked outside. No wonder he felt there was something familiar about this carriage. The little figure darting back and forth getting called by others to do things, who'd also cleaned this carriage, it was the handyman Luo Binghe. Luo Binghe finally placed the last item on the carriage, a white jade chest that Shen Qingkai always brought every time he went out. When he raised his head and met Shen Qingkai's complex gaze, he was surprised but still respectfully greeted, Shizun. The injuries he'd received from the previous Shen Qingkai's lesson had just about healed, the bruises on his face gone. Though he was young and his worldview hadn't opened up, it didn't detract from his capable and noble appearance. With a straight back and that air of action, it was as though he hadn't been beaten and suppressed on Qingjing Peak for years. Though he was doing rough work, his attitude was meticulous, and that seriousness of his made it difficult for anyone not to like him. Perhaps Shen Qingkai had some good feelings towards the protagonist because he originally held an interest in him. He was decisive when killing and differentiated clearly between those he should show gratitude or resentment towards, which Shen Qingkai liked. Shen Qingkai looked at him for a while, then said he drew back his fan, letting the curtains fall down again. It had to be said, the protagonist was truly the protagonist. Though this kid had fallen from grace so tragically without any kind of prospects or background, he also had a big bunch of woman 1, woman 2, woman 3, woman 4, and so on hugging him front and back. This principle was that the person who looks best is the one who stands last. Of course, this also explained why his fellow brother disciples didn't find him pleasing to the eye and wanted to smite him into a pig's head. He turned his thoughts over in his head once, then again, not right. If the total number of disciples leaving the mountain including Luo Binghe number 10, then why did he only see 9 horses? There was still 1 horse missing. Well, even his toes knew who must have done it. Sure enough, there was a snicker. Ming Fan's delighted voice penetrated the carriage from a long distance, there's truly a shortage of horses. We can only impose on you this time, martial brother. Since your basic foundation is lacking, it's also a good opportunity for you to practice. It was complete bullshit that there wasn't enough horses. As the #1 cultivation sect in the world these years, Kangkayang Mountain sect was practically overflowing with wealth. Could they lack even a single horse? Ming Fan was truly well versed in being a piece of cannon fodder. After a moment, he also said, "What? What kind of expression is that? You're unsatisfied?" Luo Binghe evenly replied with 2 words, "Don't dare." Only, a young girl's laughter rang out like bells. Ning Yingying said, "Senior martial brother, what are you talking about? Really, you always arrive at just the right time, young girl." Shen Qingkai knew that Ning Yingying's presence acted as the worst sort of evil catalyst between Ming Fan and Luo Binghe's interactions. As long as she appeared, Luo Binghe would always have a hard time. Shen Qingkai ventured to lift his window curtain up a little. True enough, he saw Ning Yingying excitedly wave her hand. "Ah Luo, are there not enough horses? Come and ride with me." Really bringing a lot of hatred onto Luo Binghe. Even Shen Qingkai could imagine the sight of Ming Fan's jaw dropping to the ground. This protagonist getting the beauty was a common scene and very cool, only it would easily increase the pressure put upon him by the malicious and envious. If Luo Binghe accepted Ning Yingying's offer, he shouldn't even think of being left in peace by the others. Sitting in the horse carriage, Shen Qingkai said from within, "Don't be noisy, men and women shouldn't be in contact with each other. There should be a limit to the affection between you and your martial brother. Ming Fan, why have you tarried so long? Why haven't we set out already?" Ming Fan was overjoyed and in his heart thought that Shai Zun truly had the same thoughts as him. He immediately pushed for everyone to start out. This small farce set aside, Shen Qingkai retreated into his own thoughts. He opened the door of the carriage a little to check that they were moving out. The expedition this time was not only the first going down the mountain scene but also significant because this was a chance for Shen Qingkai to see if he could undo the OOC freeze. He must treat this opportunity seriously. The contents of the mission file concerned a small city dozens of miles away from Kangkayang Section. A series of murders emerged recently. 9 people in succession had already been killed. Every deceased person had a similarity, each one had all their skin perfectly removed. From head to toe, the expertise of the killer was so high that it seemed like the body had never grown skin to begin with. Therefore, the murderer was called the Skinner. The officials had no way to deal with someone who successively killed 9 people. All the common people were panicking and there were even some rumors that it was the work of a ghost. How else would this killer be untraceable? A few big families held a meeting before finally deciding to invite immortal cultivators from Kangkayang Mountain sect for help. He'd already read and reread this information countless times. However, no matter how often he reread it, there was not a single bit of help. What kind of thing was the Skinner? He hadn't even heard of it before. Was this some kind of added scene or an original part of the plot? Wasn't it dangerous? Didn't it require a high level of strength? Could he even face this thing? It was totally different from what they agreed on. When he was asking himself these questions, the system said,
What difference is there? Previously you were a novel critic. You should know that the novel is a kind of artistic creation and an artistic creation will have its slight differences. And you have already become a part of this world. Naturally, you must personally experience the scenes of the plot and complete the originally omitted scenes to finish the story.
Shen Qingkai was helpless. He knew it was unavoidable. He could only practice with increased effort to get accustomed to his Xiuya sword technique as soon as possible before they descended the mountain, familiarize himself with all kinds of skills to prevent being himself from being played around with and killed by whatever obscure ghost or spirit he might encounter. The compartments in the horse carriage had all kinds of things. Wordless, Shen Qingkai was even able to find 5 or 6 tea sets. He could still be counted as a rich little second-generation kid in his past life, but even then there wasn't this kind of attention to detail and sheer wealth. Luo Binghe was still outside. He had never let up his vigilance a single bit, always on the watch for movement. Outside the horse carriage a trace of laughter seemed to travel through the air from time to time. Shen Qingkai glanced outside. Luo Binghe walked alone at the end of the procession, sometimes breaking into a run. Horses circled him, purposely made to kick up a wave of dirt and make him dusty. This was only a novel. Everyone was a fictional character made and acting out a plot created by imagination. Everything could be blamed on that stupid author for making the protagonist suffer, 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 and freaking suffer your sister. But once the scene played out in real time in front of him like this, if you don't want him to be unmoved, it's too unrealistic. Ning Yingying tried to discourage the others to no avail. Anxious, she directed her horse closer to the carriage and called, "Shizun. Look at Senior Marshal Brother and the rest." Shen Qingkai's heart was moved, but it didn't show on his face. Without much expression, he said, "What about them?" Her voice carried a deep sense of grievance when she said, "They're bullying people like this, but you aren't telling them off. If this goes on, Shizun, what are you teaching disciples for? This can be considered lodging a public complaint." But Ming Fan and the others didn't feel pressured because the past Shen Qingkai habitually allowed their behavior. The more they bullied Luo Binghe, the more Shizun would be happy. Where was the conflict? Ming Fan was the happiest. That day behind the mountain must have been the result of a crooked spell or skill that Luo Binghe somehow learned. Today Shizun was here, so Luo Binghe was doomed. Shen Qingkai let out an "oh," and said one sentence, "Luo Binghe, you come over." Luo Binghe's face was dull and he seemed accustomed to this treatment. He said a single yes, and approached. Everyone had a sense of schadenfreude and thought that Luo Binghe was going to be beaten and disciplined again. But they didn't think that today they would be frightened into self-destruction on 3 fronts. Because Shen Qingkai pulled open the door curtains, Luo Binghe proudly raised his head and looked inside the carriage. He didn't speak, but his gesture spoke for itself. Ning Yingying happily said, "Luo, quickly get on the carriage, Shizun is letting you ride with him." Lightning striking from clear skies. If it wasn't because they had been with Shizun so many years, Ming Fan and the others would have suspected that Shen Qingkai was possessed by a demon. Luo Binghe was also completely stunned. But he reacted quickly and didn't hesitate long. He replied, "Many thanks, Shizun." He leaped onto the carriage, honestly and self-consciously huddling in a corner, his hands and feet tucked in as though afraid of dirtying the carriage chamber. System.
Warning.
Shen Qingkai. Warning what? I wasn't OOC. System.
It is impossible for Shen Qingkai to commit this act of solving Luo Binghe's difficulties. Judgment, OOC level 100%.
Shen Qingkai said, "If it was only for solving Luo Binghe's problems, then of course it's impossible. But right now, my motive is to not disappoint Ning Yingying's expectations of me as her Shizun. Imagine, how could I be cold-hearted and let my dear little disciple be disappointed?" System. Shen Qingkai. Therefore my actions are completely in line with the logic of Shen Qingkai's character. You can't deduct points. Through this exchange, he has already figured out some loopholes. The system follows rules, but they weren't dead rules. Since the rules were alive, then it was in the realm of bargaining. As expected, the system hadn't thought of coping strategies. Shen Qingkai felt so cool that he couldn't help letting out a laugh. Originally he had been sitting quietly in the carriage and meditating, seeming to have fallen into a trance. But suddenly hearing a laugh, Luo Binghe couldn't resist looking over. Honestly speaking, it would be false to say Luo Binghe wasn't surprised. Although he respected Shen Qingkai, Shizun didn't care for him, didn't even appear to care for him. This he knew. Shen Qingkai probably called him onto the carriage earlier because he had something worse planned. Luo Binghe prepared himself inside but didn't think that Shen Qingkai would forget about him and start meditating. Luo Binghe thought that he'd never been this close before. He carefully looked over Shen Qingkai. On the surface, Shen Qingkai's appearance was nothing to talk about. Maybe he wasn't a first-class, number one handsome man, but he was undeniably good-looking and good to look at. His face half in light and shadow seemed to be worn by soft flowing water, easily pleasing to behold. If he took up his famous sword in one hand, he would be picture of cultivated elegance. Shen Qingkai opened his eyes and saw Luo Binghe observing him. The male protagonist at that moment saw his eyes like stars, a wide smile, a greeting filled with laughter. It was light and warm. Having been caught in the act, Luo Binghe truly didn't know how to best proceed. But then Shen Qingkai smiled. This smile was purely unconscious. It was as though Luo Binghe had been pricked by that smile, immediately withdrawing his eyes and unable to figure out what that feeling was. Very soon, Shen Qingkai wasn't able to smile anymore. The system announced,
Violation, OOC. -5 points. Current points, 165 points.
Shen Qingkai, just smiling once causes a point deduction. The system said righteously,
OOC is OOC.
End of the chapter. Stay tuned for more BL.